Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic Fan. I've got another Crack-a-Pack video, Theros Beyond Death. Actually, that's not the one I'm going to open up. I'm going to open up some original Theros cards. Yeah, I got a booster pack, 3 booster packs of Theros, original Theros from 2013. I know everyone cares about the latest Theros Beyond Death, but I couldn't pass these up. My local comic shop was selling them at the original price, $3.99. Or at an affordable price, that is, where these are a little bit more expensive online, but I got them at the original price, and there's some great cards in here that we want to get, so let's crack these open. So first of all, some of the valuable cards we've got to be on the lookout for. We need to get 3 Thoughtseizes, please. We've got the original Porphyros, God of the Forge. Did you ever get the Secret Layer Drop version? Well, here could be an original one. We've got Nyktos, Shrine to Nyx, a nice land. Thassa, God of the Sea. Again, she's now being reprinted in the new showcase theme. Then we've got the original Elspeth, Sun's Champion. Erebos, God of the Dead. Basically, we want to get all of these gods. These are the things we can get. We can also get this great mana dork, Sylvan Caryatid. Those are some good value cards. Ashiok, first printing of Ashiok, I believe. Master of Waves, the professor loves that one. Maybe he'll sign it for me. Swan Song, someone actually did that to me recently, and that was a $5 card, huh? And Xenagos, the Reveler. So, Heliod. So we've got some things that are worth some amount. Hero's Downfall, that kills a Planeswalker. So we've got some things to look out for. Number 1 is Thoughtseize. So let's open these up and see how many we get. Now, I was never playing Theros when it first came out, so I'm not going to breeze through the commons that fast. I'm going to look at them for a moment. We're going to focus, of course, then on the uncommons and then the rare. Okay, so we've got this Naked Naiad right here. It's a 2/2 with Bestow flying, and it gets +2 and has flying. Battle-Wise Valor, 2 mana instant. Target creature gets +2. You get Scry. Nisian Asp, that's a very nice Asp. 5 mana, reach, 4/5, and then with Monstrosity, it gets 4/4. That becomes an 8/9. Wow. Viper's Kiss, I do not want to get kissed by that. Valentine's already passed. So that's 1 black mana, Enchant Aura, Enchant Creature. Enchant Creature gets -1/-1, and his activated abilities can't be activated. Pretty fun. Triton Shore Thief. 1 blue mana, it's a 1/2, the end. Yoked Ox, oh, there's the first printing of that Ox from some recent sets. It's a 0/4, not a defender, so you just put some equipment on it and it'll do some good attacking. Voyaging Satyr, this is 2 mana, 1/2, untap target land. Not exactly a mana dork, but it helps you interact with your lands. And we've got the Wild Celebrant, so once again, those Satyrs are just hanging out so hardcore partying. 5 mana, 5/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact. Whoops, sorry I knocked over your stereo. Benthic Giant, 6 mana, 4/5, hexproof. Destructive Revelry. Okay, now we're getting into the uncommons. So here is a Gruul card, although they don't know what Gruul is on Theros. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Destructive Revelry deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller, so that's fun. Artisan's Sorrow, that's really cool art on that ball, or is it a Silex? 4 mana instant, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and scry 2. Decorated Griffin, 5 mana. It's a creature griffin, 2/3, flying, prevent 1 combat damage that would be dealt to you this turn, so Samite Healer-ish type of effect. And then we've got, Hero's Downfall. I wanted this actually for my commander deck, but I didn't want to pay for it, so I'm glad I was able to crack it from a real life pack. And as I saw right over here, that one was $4 or so, so thank you for that. Got the Hero's Downfall. Destiny exalts a chosen few, but even heroes break. Oh snap. And then we got a foil Erebus's Emissary. This is in premium foil. 4 mana, enchantment creature, 3/3, or if you bestow, discard a card, the emissary gets +2/+2 until end of turn, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Then we got an island, And then the Magic 2014 expansion for the Magic game that is totally extinct. Okay, so that was the first pack. Very nice. Got some cool stuff over there. Let's go for the second pack. Okay, ooh, Grey Merchant. Remember when Grey Merchant was a common? Here we go. We got Gary right away in this very first pack. Set him aside right over there. Divine Verdict. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Oh, if you didn't know about the Grey Merchant, basically it's a 2/4. Opponents lose life, and you gain life based on your devotion to black. It's a real great game ender. Divine Verdict, 4 mana, instant, destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Sip of Hemlock. Oh man, that's the most violent art I've ever seen. Destroy target creature, its controller loses 2 life, and that is for 6 mana. Bronze Sable. So it's just a plain old artifact creature. Disciple of Phoenix. 4 mana, Human Cleric, it's a 1/3. When it enters, target player reveals a number of cards from their hand equal to your devotion to black. You choose one of them, and that player discards it. So at the very least, devotion of 2, if you only have this, you get to reveal 2 cards and then discard 1. Ray of Dissolution, 3 mana instant, destroy target enchantment, you gain 3 life. Again, a lot of kill spells for enchantments. Wave Crash Triton, 4 mana. Look at those boats, they are not having a good time. There is no Kawabunga going on. 1/4 Historic. If you target this, tap an opponent's creature, doesn't untap. Opaline Unicorn, cute little unicorn, 3 mana, 1/2. Tap it to add 1 color of any mana, so it's a mana dork for 3 plus a 1/2. Fun. And we've got Silent Artisan. It's a 3/5 for 5 mana. That's it with a huge story. Then we've got a pretty scary Blood Toll Harpy, 3 mana, 2/1 flying. When it enters, each player loses 1 life. Then we're getting over here to the uncommons, Battlewise Hoplite. I always want to say Hopalite, but there's no extra vowel there. 2 mana, Azorius Colors, 2/2 Heroic. When you target it, it gets a +1 counter permanently, and you scry. And we've got the Gainsay, counter target blue spell, 2 mana to target a blue spell. Really hideous art with that body horror motif. Ordeal of Nylea, 2 mana, enchantment aura, enchant a creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then if it has 3 or more 1/1, sacrifice Nylea's Ordeal. When you sacrifice this Ordeal, search your library for up to 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. So a lot of hoops for like mana acceleration, I guess. And then the rare is Spear of Heliod. This is a 3 mana legendary enchantment artifact, 1 white. Creatures you control get +1, nice. And then 1 white and 1 more. Tap, destroy target creature that dealt damage to you this turn. So if an opponent comes at me and damages me, all I need to do is activate my spear and it's dead, just like when Heliod betrayed Elspeth. Legend speaks of the Sun Spear, the mighty weapon that can strike any point in Theros, even the depths of the underworld. Then we get a land and a soldier token. These soldier tokens look, well, these older tokens just look so much older, kind of interesting. And then we have event decks with some Leonins to come and help you out. Art by Peter Moorbacher. And lastly, the final booster pack right here. We're going to get actually even closer as we open this one up right here. We want to see every nuance of the cards we're about to open up. Please, Thoughtseize! Or another Gary would be cool. Alright, Ill-Tempered Cyclops, 4 mana, 3/3 trample, monstrosity 3, so it can become a 6/6 later on. Leaf Crown Dryad, it's a 2 mana, 2/2 bestow, you can cast it as an aura instead. It's got reach and it's a 2/2. Chosen by Heliod, 2 mana, enchantment aura. When it enters, draw a card and you give your creature +0/+2. Another Ray of Disillusion. I'm so disillusioned that I got 2. Vaporkin, 2 mana, creature elemental, 2/1 flying, and it can block only flyers. Lost in a Labyrinth, 1 mana instant, target creature gets -3/-0 and you scry 1. Agent of Horizons, 3 mana, Human Rogue, it's a 3/2, for then a blue activated ability, the agent cannot be blocked. Fade into Antiquity, I love that art. 3 mana, exile target artifact or enchantment, exile, way better than discard to the graveyard. Satyr Rambler, this guy's totally having fun. 2 mana for 2/1 with trample. A satyr is bound by nothing. Not home, not family, not loyalty, not clothes. Observant Alcide. Speaking of clothless creatures, 3 mana enchantment creature. Nymph, it's a 2/2. You can bestow it instead for 5 mana. It gives the enchanted creature 2/2 and vigilance, or itself is just a 2/2 vigilance for 3. Uncommon, a Crowan Hoplite. This is 2 mana in Boros colors. It's a 1/2. Whenever a Crowan Hoplite attacks, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. So send the whole squad, and that a Crowan Hoplite will really do what it needs to do. Rescue from the Underworld, 5 mana, instant. As an additional cost to cast Rescue, sacrifice a creature. Choose target creature card in your graveyard, return that card and the sacrifice card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of your next upkeep, and then exile. This will be kind of cool for my mono black deck actually, so that's a nice pull. And then we've got Triton Tactics, a blue instant, up to 2 target creatures each get +0/+3 until end of turn. Untap those creatures. At this turn's next end combat, tap each creature that was blocked by one of those creatures. Oh my, this is a huge essay. Moving on. And then lastly, Sylvian Caryatid. That was one of the ones that had a little bit of value. This is a mana dork with Defender and Hexproof. So we got the Caryatid at about $10. Very nice, cool art. It's a creature plant. Those who enter the copse never leave. They find peace there and take root. Har har, becoming part of the ever-growing grove. Island, and then a little bit of info about Elspeth. After a life of tragedy, Elspeth Tyrell has journeyed into Theros, determined to find a home she can protect. Seeking guidance from the almighty gods, Elspeth is fascinated by the mysterious realities of Theros. And on the back, we've got Ignite the Conversation. Facebook.com/MagicTheGathering. Alright, a quick recap. There are a bunch of commons, playable things in there, but not a lot of things. There's a mana rock, a mana dork mana rock. Okay, got that in the commons. Got a few lands, a pretty nice wheat field of plains, cool islands. These tokens and extra cards, well, I got a soldier token reminding you to play an extinct video game, and then a little backstory on Elspeth. One of the good commons was the Grey Merchant. I don't have any of these, so that's cool for my mono black commander deck. I got a nice, really shiny Erebos' Emissary. Love the art on that. As for uncommons, see if you like anything in here. There's some fun stuff. In my particular decks, I might go with the Rescue from the Underworld to do some graveyard shenanigans. And then in the rares, well, we got the Spear of Helia. It's pretty cool, fun white card. We got the Hero's Downfall. I needed this one for my deck to take care of my opponent's Planeswalkers. I'm coming for your Planeswalkers, Josh. And then the Sylvian Caryatid, so a great mana dork right there. Defender and Hexproof, add any color mana. I think I'll put that in my Zakama deck. So what do you think, everyone? Did you like this Crack-A-Pack? I know you had your hearts set on opening a booster of Theros Beyond Death, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to open up the classic original Theros. Nowadays, we're going to need to start saying original Theros, now that we've returned to Theros. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Did you play any of these cards back in the day? Would you add any of these cards to your decks? Don't forget to head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/vmcampos. Think about pledging to access the exclusive stuff. Go to the $2 tier to get some magic cards sent to you in thanks, real-life magic cards. Or head on over to your favorite podcasting app and search VM Campos to listen to my weekly Magic Arena focused podcast. That's totally for free. Just search VM Campos on Spotify, Pandora, Google Play, etc. Wherever you get your podcasts. Go search VM Campos and subscribe. In any event, thanks for watching yet another video, and I will see you in the Elysian Grove.